Joining us now is Dr. Gloria Gutman. She is well known in the field of gerontology as an educator, author, and consultant. Dr. Gutman, while we are living longer, 80, 90, 100, that's the good news. The challenge is still that in society, we tend to ignore people after a certain age. They fall off the economic radar, the employer radar. They fall off for marketers. Is that something that is possibly going to change or improve, where we pay more attention to people that are older?
Well, I think we've seen some positive changes in the last few years. I mean, if you just go to ads on television or in magazines, you are starting to see older models. So people who are, and older people who are selling things other than denture cream or Preparation H. And so people like me who spend a good part of our time trying to deal with the myths and the stereotypes of aging and to say what's true and what's not true. If you take a look at the economics, the statistics that are put out by the various groups who do these things, like the National Council on Welfare, what you see is that, yes, since 1980, there has been a major decrease in the proportion of older people who are at or below the poverty line. But you have to disaggregate those statistics by marital status and by sex. Because if you do that, what you find is, yeah, for couples, there's been a dramatic drop, and so only maybe about 7–8% of couples aged 65 and over are at or below the poverty line. But if you take a look at unattached women and men, you get a very different picture. More than half of the unattached women in this country, in Canada, today in 2010, are at or below the poverty line.
So you raise an interesting point. Is it fair to say there's many more unattached women over 50 than there are unattached men over 50?
Oh yeah, well, because men tend to remarry at a much higher rate because they've got women their own age and all those younger women to choose from. So especially if you bought into the lifestyles of previous generations of our grannies or even our mothers, where basically the man was the breadwinner and she stayed home and she was the domestic engineer, but she didn't get paid and she didn't contribute to CPP. So therefore she was at the mercy of what her husband put away. Now, to be sure, we also want to remember that we're blessed in this country because we do have the old age pension and we do have the guaranteed income supplement, so that for people who have very little income, period, they will qualify to get the old age pension, and it is possible to live on that.
That's pretty profound information, Dr. Gutman. Thank you.
North of 49, a guide to the rest of your life.